2 John chapter 1, verse 7 through 11. For many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh. Here we have that again. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. So here we have this again. That is, if they do not confess that Jesus is Lord. You know, you never hear these people, whenever that they, they've had an illness and they get better, thank Jesus that he healed me, or that, it's they're giving him credit. It's, some because they believe it's something they did on their own. Looking to yourselves that we lose not those things which have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ hath not God. And so if somebody falls, if they start denying the resurrection in Jesus Christ, then they were never saved in the first place. We have these things going on. You have to be careful in. I'm talking about a lot of things that are outside because I want you to be aware of what's going on. There's this thing called deconstructionism, where that they take even pastors they'll have small groups, invite people to it, and they will do what they call deconstruction. They will take them back and remove all of the negative parts of Christianity, the blood, that you're a sinner, you're born a sinner, that you're not basically good. They believe they're basically good, and so then they will reconstruct the person in a positive sense, and denying Jesus and the resurrection. You're a good person. You're basically a good person. That's the flattery. You were born good. You weren't born evil, as the Bible is teaching, and that sort of thing. So you have to beware that this is what's going on in these people's minds. They'll let it slip, and you'll be able to tell something that they're by what they say, and by the way that they say it. One of the ways is they will never do a expository sermon, in my mind, but because they can get away with skipping here and there and teaching things that won't convict them. Look to yourselves that you lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward. In other words, you're going to lose on my reward if I've done all this discipleship in you, and then you walk away from the faith. You were never a Christian, then I don't get to count you as one of the people that I won to the Lord. That's the sad thing about these seeker churches. They have great numbers. Oh, we baptized 52 last Sunday, but where are they the next Sunday? We baptized this woman. It's her fourth time for being baptized the other day. She didn't come back last Sunday. That we can't count that. She didn't get saved. We can count that as an eternal reward unless we see fruits from it. I mean, if she comes back and maybe she was sick or some reason, but she might come back. But if they come in, get saved, or make a profession of faith, get baptized, walk out the back door, and we never see them again, you can't count that. That's not a person that you led to the Lord. That's not a fruit. That's not something that you've done for eternity. That's what this is saying here. Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrines of Christ hath not God. He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ, he hath both the Father and the Son. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. So apparently there was a lady that was had a problem with that. She had the gift of hospitality. She would take these preachers into her house whenever that they came. But one of the things is as I read this, is they had house churches too, which is a condemnation to not allow them in your church. Don't even have to say, uh, offer this person Godspeed. Don't let the door hit you on your backside on the way out. Is what this is saying. Is how that you ask them to leave. It's not like you're saying, well, we wish the best for you. Hope that, things work out for you. No, you please leave and don't come back uh, and don't let the door hit you on your backside on your way out. Verse 11, for he that biddeth him Godspeed is a partaker in his evil deeds. So if you say to this person when they leave, I hope things work out for you, then you're encouraging them to propagate that it works out for them to propagate the devil. And so that's why that it's that you're partaking in their evil deeds. So you need to watch what you say and how you encourage people and what that you do, because by allowing them to propagate their evil, their demonic possession coming out in the worship service, their envy and strife and all of this, you're a partaker in their evil deeds. You're just as guilty as they are, my son, my friend.